big. I'm Ant-Man.
No, how are you, man?
I'm great.
Good, good. Thanks for the pleasure of watching this. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad Paul did a great job since we're from the same hometown.
Oh, yeah?
So now I'm even more proud. But no, I loved your work in this. This was fun, right?
Yeah. It was a blast.
You've never really, have you, like, this is a sort of like a different lane for you, being comic book action movie.
Yeah. I mean, I've done a couple smaller sort of action-y movies, but nothing on this
Nothing
scale.
on this grand scale.
No.
Did you enjoy the process? Did you enjoy the character?
I did. I was kind of shocked. I was expecting to come in and it was just going to be, long days, boring, sitting, hanging from a wire, in front of a green screen. But it was really, like, pretty much every day was really fun.
Actually surprising, though, because when you think of Ant-Man and you think of Marvel, you're thinking, like, big, extravagant comic book movie. But really, there was a lot of character development and a lot of really cool, snappy dialogue. And I don't know if I should say this or not, but it really wasn't codependent on big action set pieces.
Yeah. No, I was really pleased. I saw it last night for the first time, and there's an enormous amount of restraint shown. I mean, they could have gone in a very different direction.
No, it really could have.
And I think they took their time, and after Age of Ultron, which is just the biggest,
it's so massive.
It's so many characters, so much explosions and everything. I think this is a really refreshing, no pun intended, but antidote to that kind of movie. And they're real people. It's funny, it's pushed, it's definitely it's big, but it gives you the time to get to know and to get to love these characters before you put them in these extraordinary circumstances.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like the rare comic book movie that sort of allows you to breathe in between scenes. Yeah. A lot of times these comic book movies, it's like, come on, man, seriously, I just need time to let's sit back and like exhale.
Yeah.
And this one actually gives you time to breathe, but more importantly, it actually gave you time to like learn all the different characters, which is very unusual.
Yeah, totally.
Extremely unusual.
Yeah,
now,
I agree.
Be honest with me. How much did you know about Ant-Man before you got involved with the project?
Well, there's that old Saturday Night Live skit where like Ant-Man shows up at the party and they're like, "What are you doing here? You shrink? Great." I knew about him. I had read a few Avengers comic books where Hank Pym was in it, but no, I was not the most familiar with him. But I was always intrigued by that character. I always thought like, that's it sounds like a lame power, but it could be pretty cool. And I think it's perfectly suited for movies. Because, I mean, especially now, I mean, the last shrinking movie was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
2.
Right. Honey, I Blew Up the Kids. And I don't know how long ago that was.
Yeah,
when you think about where special effects have gone since then, that first time you see Ant-Man shrink in the bathtub, I was just like a kid. I was just like,
well, it's amazing,
so cool.
Like you said, though, that special effects have advanced so far that the shrinking technique doesn't look like a gimmick.
Yeah, exactly. It's and there was a stage. They had 45 days of shooting. There was a stage just to photograph all the sets and props that he interacts with, so that's all super real, and instead of being on a set standing next to a giant pencil.
Wow, well,
yeah.
It looked amazing, and you brought a lot to the table. I really enjoyed you in the movie. I don't want to give anything away, so I just want people to run out and go and see it. Like you said, the key word, it really is refreshing.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot.
Awesome.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no, job well done, man.